everyone. So I wanted to show you guys a more detailed bag tour, I guess. So if you don't know what this bag is a bag from MightyWell, which I have a 10% off code I'll put right here, and I will also link them down below. So what this bag does is that it's an infusion bag. So if you didn't notice, I have a central line. This is what it looks like. It is a line that goes directly into my heart that I get infusions through. And I just kind of wanted to do like a what's in my bag video. So we're gonna jump right in. So we're gonna start on the outside of this bag. Beforehand, I wanna do a little disclaimer that MightyWell does not do the decals. I got these decals from a friend. But to start, I have like a little travel, I don't even know, like a carry-on slip that I put medical information in, so it'd be like quick, easy see. And then this is from Patience in Love. I do have a service dog, if you didn't see it on the front. And this has like my doctor's note in it, what to do with him if I'm injured, like don't separate. So 2 separate things. And then I have another one of my emergency cards in here as well with emergency contact info, stuff that's a little bit more private, and then it has a zipper on the back. And then to start in here, I keep some gloves. And then I often go to the hospital a lot for like mast cell problems. So I always have one of their small blood pressure cuffs. It's very small. It's the adult, let me see, the adult 10 small. And then I always keep an extra giving set with me, and then just in case, you know, I need it or something happens to my giving set, because this is a fluid motion backpack for you to be able to do your infusions on the go. So I decided that I needed one of these because it's happened to me where I've had problems with my line and I need a new one. And then I also keep in here some Allegra. I keep this for purposes of mast cell reactions because mast cell genuinely sucks. I hate it, and I always have reactions to my dressing. So right now I'm using IV 3000 to try to keep it under control. And then moving into the second biggest pocket. So this little folder I have, if I can get it out. Actually I won't, because it has the name of the hospital I go to. But this has information about my central line, all of my diagnoses, if I'm allergic to anything, basically like critical medical information, like stuff like that. And then I always keep my iPad. I had someone ask, I have the Generation 9, and then I have an off-brand Apple Pencil. And then they have another little pocket, but I don't like keep anything in this one just because it's kind of like tight. And then this is my glucose monitor. Kind of, ooh, I guess everything like fell out. Hold on. I've been using Dexcom for a while, so I really haven't needed this. But in here are like the finger pricks, and then I have 2 different types of meters. One's just older and I got a new one. And then I have my lance and then extra test strips in here. So I'll just keep everything out, that'll make it easier. I take out. And then a little bit more outside of the bag, they have, for people that do like feeds, TPN, infusions like me, doesn't matter, they have little holes at the top where you can run your line through. Personally, I like to just use this. I did because it's right next to my pump, and sometimes I don't like the difference of the lines and how I don't undo my line all the way. So, oh, you can't see it. But if you go watch my video before this, you'll be able to see kind of how I set this up. And there's 2 little pieces of paper that keep these together, and I only take one off at a time, and then I will do my 2B clip. So I use this so I don't have to unravel it to get through like the little tiny holes. And then this bigger pocket is kind of more of like the fun pocket that everyone really wants to see. The rest, like the first two are kind of just like actual like backpack compartments and like storage. And then this is kind of like where all of the medical storage is. So I'm not currently running anything, but right here there are two clips that you can hang TPN feeds, fluids, infusions through, and then just like a better representation of the clips. I have mine stained, so just don't look at it, okay? And then they have two little extras. So in here, I keep skin prep for my skin, and then I keep two IV 3000 dressings because I never know when I'm gonna need them. And then an extra little bio patch. This is what they look like. And if you will, I'll just show you. This is what an actual bio patch looks like, and then this is what those dressings look like. And then the skin barrier prep is just to make sure that, you know, my skin is protected, to try to not have like so much skin loss and less reactions, hopefully. And then I always keep an extra pair of sterile gloves because you need sterile gloves if you're gonna do a dressing change, because I get my dressing changes on Thursdays, but I mainly make it to like Monday, and then because how fragile these dressings are and how long my line is, they'll eventually tear. So I have to change my dressing most of the time once a week by myself. A lot of people are like, don't do that, but if you remember from my pick line, they don't like me very much. So you gotta do what you gotta do, and my doctor has prescribed all of these, and I know how to do it myself, so don't come for me in the comments. And then if you can see, oh, there goes my pump. So this is my pump. It's not like anything fancy. I'll cover the back, but this is what it is, if it'll focus. It's like a canned, they cover a lot of it up, but it's a Smith's Medical pump that I do. And then up here you can unscrew it, and then it'll hook on to an actual like IV pole, but I don't have an IV pole. I use an infusion bag. And then right here they have little locks so you can put your pump in safely, and then your feeds, infusions, TPN. TPN won't fit in this. It mainly fit in like the whole compartment, and then you would have like your pump here, and then run your line through whatever exit you want. And then like I said, that side pouch, you can fully put your hand in and be able to get in, which I really like. It's really nice and convenient. I don't have anything like girly in this bag. I kind of wish I did, but I just have so much other stuff that this backpack's already heavy enough as it is, and I don't need anything else added to this to make it heavier. And I do have my purse with me, so it doesn't really, I guess, matter anyways. So to like start, I have an extra 2B clip. This one is so dirty. It's so gross. I only have two. I need to get more, but the price of 2B clips these days is just kind of like outrageous. And then I have another one of my emergency medical cards. I have my son's medical stuff in here, a bunch of alcohol swabs, and then tons and tons and tons of caps. If you don't know what caps are, they're like, I can get it to focus, maybe, but these are like little swab caps. They come all protected, or these ones you just take the top off and then it's open. But I personally like the orange ones better. They are like kind of, I don't even know how to describe it. They kind of just sit in better, and they're tighter, and they like, you have to like kind of push them in to lock them in, and like these you just screw it in. So I feel safer with these, but right, I don't have too many of these left, so we're back to the green caps because I'm hoarding these right now. And then If you don't know, I have hypoglycemia. Hypoglycemia is low blood sugar, so I'm not diabetic. I wanted to put like a little disclaimer there. Another emergency medical card. I have these all over these bags. Every pocket literally has one. And then if you are a Potsy, you definitely know what Liquid IV is. So, and this is in the flavor tart grape. No, tart green apple, my bad. I've had the tart grape one too. But I like to add these to my drinks, like if I go out to restaurants or something, because I also have gastroparesis, and a lot of the time it hurts to eat, and I don't want to risk anywhere and potentially get sick out, or get nauseous or like regret it later. So if I'm like unsure, I'll just drink one of these. But I love Liquid IV. You can say what you want. You can say what you want, you can hate as much as you want, but I like Liquid IV, but only in the green apple one or their like grape one. So like, don't come for me. But then back to the hypoglycemia, trigger warning I guess for needles, but this is a glucose kit. My blood sugar gets too low, which often happens, but I've never had to use this, never had to. But this is what it looks like. It's like an emergency kit. So basically you, if I remember right, is, that's what? So you take the cap off, you inject the serum, and then you shake up the vial, and you put it back up into the syringe, and then you have to inject it into your body. That's like the best way to describe it. I'm not sure when this one expires. Oh, it expires a year from now, so that's good to know. And then I think that was it for that pocket. And then these are like mesh, which is nice. So like, you know, there's nothing like if there's like a spill or something, that'll dry easy. I've already had to clean my bag, which this is like hand clean only, and I've had no problems. So this is a plastic pocket. So if you don't, so like, they generally put this bag towards more like feeds. So they have, these are supposed to fit like feed syringes, but just to show, I have a central line like I said. So these are sterile flushes that you put into your line, and then to like flush out, check for blood return, stuff like that. So I keep plenty of those with me always, because if you don't have them and say you finish your infusion and you have to flush or do your heparin afterwards, you're kind of screwed. So you always want to make sure that you have that. And then just show you guys what heparin looks like. So heparin, which I've seen people call this like Turlock and other things, and that some people only do 1 ml. I don't know about that, but for me, so we do 5 mLs brain fog, of heparin in my line, and then it just kind of like sits in there. So first you do your saline flush. I always check for blood return on mine. My line is clear. Some people don't get clear lines, but my lines are clear. So I'm able to pretty much just see blood before it gets up into these. And then afterwards you flush so you don't get any blood clots. There's no clots in your line or anything like that. But that's what this is. And then I'm going to show you guys my Mighty Well self-care case too. So this is a Mighty Well self-care case. A little bit on the outside they have like a little pocket for like your cell phone, which my 10% off code also goes for this too. I'll put it back up on the screen for you guys. And I like this case. At first I did not like this case. It retails for $39.95, and then the bag with my discount I believe it's $140, but without it's like $160-ish plus shipping. I'm not too sure, but I'll link everything down below for you guys. Oh, and then it has amazing shoulder pads. Like, this bag is very comfortable to wear. I love this bag, and it has good back support too. But at first I did not like this case. I was like, it's kind of small, I don't like it. like, I wished it was like a little bit bigger, but then I started to use it. And I actually thought, you know, I actually like this. So this is what it looks like inside. So first, which these stickers are so cute. It says, I'm immune compromised, and then I love someone who's immune compromised, which I need to put these on mine and my husband's water bottles. These are so cute. And then I keep, of course, more saline flushes. So your saline flushes will fit. So this is a 10 ml, so like times 2, so it's like a total of like 20 ml long. So these will fit. I believe it's 8 inches long and then like 5 inches high and then like 2-inch depth. They have something about it on their TikTok if you really want to know the dimensions. And then I have in here extra little tabs, like these break, and then there are some band-aids and alcohol swabs because if I ever needed to do my injection or if I need to tape up my line, I know that I'm not allergic to the jelly band-aids. And then your heparin will fit in these, and they're kind of like a silicone almost, and then they are zipped. This is open. And then it comes with 2 of each, so then you will get 2 of the divided ones. So in here I keep ibuprofen and then more Allegra, because if you don't know, you can build up a tolerance to Benadryl. So I use Allegra. And then I have more of the orange caps in here, and then this is what the green caps look like. So they just have the capping on top and then the whole cap's exposed, unlike this where the actual cap is encapsulated in something, which I don't know, these just make me feel safer. I like these ones a lot better, but it's always a hit or miss on what my company is going to give me, because I do weekly, so sometimes they don't have these, sometimes they will only have the green ones. I really just want the orange ones. Most of the time I will color coordinate my caps too. So green means go and orange means no, which if you can see there's 2 different colors. So the white one is generally where you use for infusions and stuff like that, or to give medication, and then red is blood. But they can be used either way, but that's how I like to do it. So if someone ever needed, green means go, orange means no, or like if I had red caps, I would probably use the red cap. And then Mighty Well also makes these like little sheets. They're kind of like a notepad type thing where you like rip off. And they have different ones for like glucose. I think there's one about like your day, or like track your day. And then this one's just like tasks, which I have used this. I really like this. It's really convenient. Like if I need like, oh, reminder to call my infusion company, reminder to call my doctor, reminder, like whatever it is. I really like it. And then it has like date, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, whatever. And then like a to-do list. They call it this Take Self-Care like list. That's what it's called. And then it fits perfectly inside, and this is the back. And then if you don't know, I used to have a PICC line. So I love the Mighty Well PICC line covers. I have 3 of them. I have the gray one, the black one, and then the lavender one. I actually still wear these, surprisingly. My arms get like cold, or I'll just like throw one on because they open kind of like a sleeve. And then they have like little things to put your lumens through. I can show you properly right there. And then I still have an infection from when I had my PICC line, like my skin reacted from mast cell. So whenever I put on my creams, because I don't want it getting all over my clothes, and it's easier just to keep it because these are like perfect size for my arms and they are very stretchy, very soft. I will throw a PICC line cover on and then wear it as that. So you can also put your PICC line covers on too, and my discount code literally goes for anything and everything in the shop. And then these are like more mesh pockets, and then you can see the brand name Mighty Well. But I really just wanted to show you guys this again and do like a what's in my bag and what's in my self-care case, because I really enjoy these products from the company. And I mean, even down to the Pickling cover, I have a beanie, I have a shirt. I love them. I love what they represent. And I just thought it would be fun to do a what's in my bag and what's in my self-care case, because I know a lot of people are like, what do you keep in that massive bag? Like, what do you keep in there? But I'm gonna go get a saline bag and just show you kind of how it looks, and then I think that's it. Okay, so this is what an IV bag looks like. You've probably gotten one of these if you've ever got an IV at the hospital or anything like that. I have no air in mine. Mine are no aired because I have a pump, and then I have my lines that get all the air and everything out for me. I do have to still prime my line. I don't get like pre-primed or anything. Oh, it has medical stuff on it. And so there's no air. And then I keep them in the fridge because that's what's recommended, even though it says storage at room temp, which I kind of think is a little funny. It says storage at room temp. But oh well, who cares? I keep them in the fridge because that's what they told me to do. And this is, I believe, 1,000 ml. So how you install it is, I took out one of the caps because I hook my car keys onto this and they would just dangle too long, and then like mess with stuff, because I used to have my line come out the top and I just haven't changed over. But it does come with 2 of these hooks, which sometimes I still struggle with this because hand dexterity sucks. I suck, I'm sorry. Okay. But anyways, this is what it looks like. And then once you have like everything all hooked up, you fold over, and then it keeps it in place so everything will, you know, be all right and okay and won't move. And then these are plastic as well, and they're Velcro, so they're easy, they're reusable, and that's about it. So if you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe. And if you guys have any other video suggestions, let me know down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching.